Imagine waking up one day and realizing the boring old metals in jewelry stores, gold, silver, platinum, are suddenly the center of a global tug of war. Not memes, not crypto, not hype, real metals, real scarcity, real demand. And the weirdest part, none of this is a conspiracy. It's happening in plain sight. Welcome to What is Money, and today we're diving into the wild, surprising, actually true story of what's happening inside the world's precious metal markets. Let's start with silver, everyone's favorite underrated cousin of gold. For years, people joke that silver never moves, that it's the sleepy metal. Well, guess what? It's wide awake. Problem number one, it's been in a supply deficit for years. This isn't rumor, it's from the Silver Institute, which publishes global data. In 2021, there was a deficit. In 2022, a bigger deficit. 2023, still a deficit. And in 2024, yup, a deficit again. Why? Because the modern world runs on silver. It's in solar panels, EVs, electronics, medical equipment, and military tech. It is literally the most industrial precious metal on Earth. Problem number two, the physical stockpiles are shrinking. Inventories in London vaults, lower. The COMEX exchange in New York, seeing massive outflows and more buyers demand actual physical bars. And the third problem, maybe the most telling one, silver has stopped following the dollar like it used to. Traditionally, silver and the dollar were on a seesaw. Dollar goes up, silver goes down. But lately, the dollar has been strong and silver has also been going up. It's like silver woke up and said, sorry, I don't take orders from you anymore. Why is this happening? We'll get there. But first, let's look at its bigger, shinier sibling. Now, gold.
This isn't about hyper speculation. The largest buyers of gold since 2018 haven't been hedge funds or billionaires. They've been central banks. Yes, the very institutions that print money are stockpiling the one thing they can't. According to the World Gold Council, central banks have been in accumulate mode for years. In fact, 2022 and 2023 saw some of the highest purchase levels ever recorded. And we're not talking about rogue states. These are countries with long histories of managing massive reserves. China, India, Turkey, Poland, Singapore, and nations all across the Middle East. Analyst Alistair McLeod explains they aren't doing this for fun. They're buying because, in his words, gold has no counterparty risk. What does that mean? It means that if the global financial system sneezes, gold doesn't catch a cold. Your gold is still your gold no matter what happens to a bank, a bond, or another country's currency. It's a financial asset that doesn't depend on someone else's promise to pay. That mindset matters. So you have silver, the workhorse metal, being physically consumed by industry and breaking old financial rules. And you have gold, the ultimate store of value, being quietly accumulated by the biggest financial players on the planet.
Let's talk platinum. Most people don't even know what it does. It's like the introverted genius of the metals world, quietly essential for everything from automotive catalyzers to cutting-edge hydrogen tech. But this quiet genius has a very loud problem right now. There just isn't much of it. The world's supply relies heavily on South Africa, and its mines are struggling. We're talking higher costs, an unstable power grid, and simply declining output. For years, this has been a slow burn, but now the consequences are hitting the global stage. Production is projected to fall again this year, continuing a dangerous trend. And while the supply is shrinking, demand is getting strategic. Analysts have noted, and import-export data confirms, that both the United States and China are building up their national platinum reserves. This isn't a rumor, it isn't a TikTok theory. This is a documented reality. So what happens when an already rare metal becomes a strategic asset for two global superpowers? The historic stockpiles, the ones sitting in vaults in London that markets have relied on for decades, begin to tighten dramatically. When supply shrinks and two of the world's biggest players decide they want more, you get serious stress in the market. But this isn't just a platinum story. Gold and silver are acting strangely at the same time, and it's all connected. Let's break down why. First,
The world economy slowed down from 2022 through 2024. High interest rates made borrowing harder and companies struggled. You know the story. Second, countries started rethinking their savings. Central banks looked at all the government debt they held, US debt, European debt, basically IOUs, and decided they wanted something real. So they bought the oldest, safest collateral on Earth, gold. Third, industrial demand exploded. Silver became a tech metal, critical for solar panels, EVs, and electronics. Gold is essential for microchips, and platinum is at the very heart of the emerging hydrogen economy. Fourth, the flow of metal itself has changed course. More of it is moving east toward Asia, and less is staying in Western vaults. And finally, people want the real thing. Physical deliveries from exchanges like COMEX and the LBMA are rising. It means industries and investors don't just want a paper promise of metal, they want the actual physical bar in a vault. You add all those factors together, and the entire precious metals market starts to behave differently. So, what does this mean for regular people? This is not a prediction.
This is not financial advice, but here's what the data is telling us loud and clear. Gold is becoming an insurance policy for entire nations. If central banks are treating it that way, we should probably understand why. Silver's future in technology is far bigger than its current price reflects. It's no longer just a shiny coin metal. And platinum? Its shortage is real. This isn't hype. This is a genuine crisis of constrained supply running headfirst into rising strategic demand. Something structural in our global system is shifting. It didn't start yesterday, and it won't be over tomorrow. It's been a slow, consistent change building since around 2018. You don't need to be a gold bug or a silver stacker to see what's happening. You just have to recognize when the foundational systems of the world start changing shape. Because when money moves on this scale, it always leaves clues. And right now, these metals, they're glowing like neon signs.
This isn't a forecast or a stock tip. It's a massive tectonic shift happening right now in the very definition of money and safety. The question isn't if the sleepy metals have woken up. The real question is, what happens next?